Cillian Murphy is a talented actor. People think he is one of the actors we have today. This is because of his performance in Oppenheimer, for which he won an Academy Award. He started acting on stage before he began acting in movies. His first big movie was 28 Days Later, which came out in 2002. This movie was a hit, and it changed everything for him. After that, Cillian Murphy kept getting better and better. He played the guy in Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. His character was called the Scarecrow. Then he became very famous around the world for playing Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders. Cillian Murphy is still known for these roles today, for playing Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders and the Scarecrow in Batman. Murphy really likes a lot of actors, people who are acting now, and the really famous ones from the past. When he played the part of Thomas Shelby, he thought about the actors he thinks are great, like Gene Hackman. Murphy loves the way Gene Hackman acts. He wanted to be like him when he played Thomas Shelby. The way Murphy acted as Thomas Shelby was influenced by actors like Gene Hackman, who Murphy thinks is an actor. Number 1. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman is a big deal. People love him because he is so good at acting and has a unique way of saying his lines. Gene Hackman played Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in The French Connection, and it is still one of the performances in movie history. He even won an award for it. Murphy talks about Gene Hackman a lot. He says Gene Hackman was an influence on him when he was starting out as an actor. Murphy thinks Gene Hackman is great because he can be tough, but also show his feelings at the time. Murphy really likes Hackman's performance in Scarecrow. He talked about this in an interview with the British Film Institute. Murphy said he has seen the film 30 times. He thinks Hackman is great at looking weak, even when he is being strong. Murphy says this performance is really something. Murphy likes that Hackman can be tough and emotional at the time. This is something Murphy wants to do with the characters he plays. Murphy thinks Hackman does a job of showing physical intensity and emotional openness in Scarecrow. Number 2. Al Pacino. Murphy really likes Al Pacino. He says Al Pacino is an influence on him. Murphy likes Al Pacino's work in Scarecrow with Gene Hackman. Al Pacino became very famous for playing Michael Corleone in The Godfather. This role got him his Academy Award nomination. It showed everyone that Al Pacino is one of the actors. After The Godfather, Al Pacino took a risk by playing a guy who is a drifter in Scarecrow. This guy has a spirit, like a kid. Murphy really liked this performance by Al Pacino. He thought it was great because it showed that Al Pacino can play different types of characters. Murphy said in interviews that it was very brave of Al Pacino to go from playing Michael Corleone, who's a quiet and private person, to playing a character in Scarecrow who is open and shares his feelings. He really liked how Pacino was gentle and funny in Scarecrow. Then he was super energetic and almost crazy in Dog Day Afternoon. The difference between these two roles is really beautiful. It inspires the person who watched these movies. Pacino showed that he can play different characters, like the gentle guy in Scarecrow and the wild guy in Dog Day Afternoon. Number 3. Robert Downey Jr. He is an actor who has been in a lot of movies. Robert Downey Jr. has played different characters. He was Tony Stark in Iron Man. He also played Kirk Lazarus in Tropic Thunder. Robert Downey Jr. is very good at acting. He is not afraid to try new things. Murphy has always thought Robert Downey Jr. was an actor. When they worked together on Oppenheimer, they really got to see how good each other was at acting. Robert Downey Jr. and Murphy liked working, and they learned from each other. At the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, Murphy gave a speech. He talked about Downey. Murphy said what Downey has done is really amazing. He thinks Downey is the versatile actor of his generation. Murphy said Downey works hard to make his acting look easy. This is what makes an actor really great. Downey said some things about Murphy too. He liked how Murphy worked on Oppenheimer. Downey said he had never seen an actor make big sacrifices for a role. Murphy and Downey started to respect each other more after this. They became friends. Murphy and Downey have a lot of respect for each other. They are friends now because of this. Number 4. Leonardo DiCaprio. Murphy is one of the actors who's in a lot of Christopher Nolan's movies. Because of this, he got to work with Leonardo DiCaprio on some of these projects. Leonardo DiCaprio is really good at acting. People think he is a legend. He has been in a lot of movies, like the sad love story Titanic and the crazy movie The Wolf of Wall Street. Murphy worked with DiCaprio at the start of his movie career on a film called Inception by Nolan. He was talking on BBC Radio 1. He said that his first day of filming was really something he will always remember. This is because he had to do a scene with DiCaprio. Murphy thinks that DiCaprio is the movie star in the world, and he really looks up to him. He said that he felt a little shy around DiCaprio because he is such a star. Murphy said that working with DiCaprio was an experience. He also said that DiCaprio's fame around the world and his hard work on his movies continue to inspire other actors, like Murphy. Murphy and other actors really admire DiCaprio for what he does. Number 5. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is someone that Cillian Murphy really looks up to. Tom Hardy is a special actor. He is good at playing the guy and the bad guy. People started to notice Tom Hardy when he played Charles Bronson in the movie Bronson. He did a job of showing what Charles Bronson was like. Tom Hardy used his body and his mind to bring Charles Bronson to life. Charles Bronson was a bad man in Britain. Tom Hardy did a job of playing him. Tom Hardy has done a lot of jobs, like playing the bad guy Bane in The Dark Knight Rises and the complicated character in Venom. But what really got people's attention, including Murphy, was when Tom Hardy played Alfie Solomons in Peaky Blinders. When Tom Hardy and Murphy worked together on the show, they were really good together. People loved watching them. Murphy talked about how he liked Tom Hardy's acting and how creative Tom Hardy is. Murphy even joked about Tom Hardy's hair, saying Tom Hardy is an amazing actor and Tom Hardy has fantastic facial hair. Tom Hardy is someone who created a character. He was also a scene partner. When Tom Hardy joined the show, it felt like he was family from the beginning. Working with Tom Hardy had an impact on Murphy. This is because Murphy usually plays characters that are very emotionally tough. Number 6. Emily Blunt. She is an actress that Murphy thinks is really great. He says Emily Blunt helped him a lot when they were making the movie Oppenheimer. Emily Blunt is a good actress from Britain. People like her because she does a job in movies like The Devil Wears Prada and Sicario. Emily Blunt has been nominated for a lot of Globes. She makes every movie she's in better. That is why people think Emily Blunt is one of the actresses working in movies today. Murphy and Blunt worked together on A Quiet Place. Then they worked together again on Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. In this movie, Murphy played the part of J. Robert Oppenheimer. This was an emotional role. Blunt played the part of Catherine, who's J. Robert Oppenheimer's wife. Murphy always says things about Blunt. He says she is an actress. Murphy thinks Blunt can do anything. He believes she is very talented and that her abilities are very impressive. Murphy and Blunt are a team, and Murphy really likes working with Blunt. He talked about one scene that was really hard to do. They had to feel a lot of emotions. He does not think he could have done it with someone else. Murphy liked Emily Blunt for more than her acting. He liked that she could make him laugh. The role he played was very dark and difficult. He needed some humor when they were filming. He said Emily Blunt is one of the people he has met. Having her around made him feel better. It helped him do a good job. Emily Blunt was a help to him when they were filming. Number 7. Helen McCrory. She was an actress that Murphy really liked. He often said she was one of his favorite people to work with. Helen McCrory was a British actress. She was in a lot of films like The Queen and Skyfall. People will always remember her as Polly Gray in Peaky Blinders. She played the mother of the Shelby family. Helen McCrory made Polly Gray a strong and warm character. She also made Polly Gray very emotional and deep. That is why Polly Gray is one of the famous characters in Peaky Blinders. Helen McCrory did a job playing Polly Gray. Murphy really loves McCrory. He thinks she is the part of the show. She is the person he works with the most. He believes she is one of the greatest actors he has ever met. McCrory got very sick with cancer. She did not tell anyone. She kept working on the show even when she was not feeling well. This was very sad for Murphy and the people who work on Peaky Blinders. When McCrory died in 2021, it was very hard for them. Murphy was very upset. McCrory was an important person to him and the show. Reflecting on her absence, Murphy shared that she was a genuinely warm person and that whenever she was on set, there was a sense of safety and calm that everyone could feel.